Hey, 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 it's Jeff, and today's going to be a little bit different, and we'll definitely get to the flying. It's going to be very exciting, but today, Joe Tetmeyer sent me a text, probably around 7 a.m., revealing that the Tesla site plan for Giga Texas was out. And so I've spent some time taking a look. Now we can clearly see there's 3 buildings on this main property that's being leveled currently. I'm calling them building 1, starting on the building closest to the 130. This is on the east side of the 130. 130 goes north and south, so this would be the right side looking at a map. The first building I'm calling building 1, which is the largest building. After doing some measurements, 1,757,775 square feet. So that's the first, so 1.7 million square feet for building number 1. So that's going to be the largest of the 3 buildings. Building number 2 is the smallest, just under 1 million square feet at 900,937.5 square feet. And then building number 3 is just over 1 million at 1,063,900. So that's 1,063,900 square feet. And so altogether, the 3 buildings are 3,722,612.5 square feet. So that's 3.7 million square feet, roughly, of factory space, floor space, usable floor space. And I cut the corners off as well. There's roughly 22,050 square feet that we lost out of each corner. The corners are 300 feet long each. So when you do the math, it comes out to about 22,050 square feet of space that we're losing. So I calculated that in. So these square footages should be usable floor space in the 3 different buildings. I don't know how tall the buildings are going to be yet, so can't do cubic space, but they're going to be huge. And this represents about just over 30% of the land area. So the developed factory buildings represents just over 30%, 30.52% of the total gross site, which is 12,196,925 square feet. So that's the entire area. And this is 30% of that, so that's a good ratio. They're good there. And we noticed that they're going to have 2 ponds. We've got what we lovingly refer to as pond number 1 at the far south end on the west side. Not the west side of the 130, but just the west side of the east side. You know what I mean? Come on, everybody. So this is kind of on the left corner of what I think is the back of the building, because they're not going to put a retention pond in the front of the building. And we all agree that the front is off of Harold Green, since that's the address. The address is Harold Green Road, right? So that's got to be the front of the building. So retention pond number 1 is there, and then pond number 2 is on the other side of the high tension wires, the Austin Energy wires that go through the center of the property, kind of north to south to north. And the pond is smaller than pond 1. Pond 2 is much smaller than pond 1. And it's at the bottom end of what's going to be a switchyard area. And I had to look that up. I'm not an expert at construction. So switchyard, and we're not talking about a railroad switchyard, all right? So no trains coming to Giga Texas. Don't worry about that. Switchyard is for electrical equipment, basically. So that's all I know. I can't tell you what specifically. I think they say no transformers, so it's a non-transformative type of electrical operation here. So whatever that means. And the area, the little notch on the right side, you can see the dotted line all the way around the perimeter, by the way. That's the construction border. So no construction is being done outside of that line, at least from what we can see right here in this, on this permit. That can change for future permits, of course, but for this permit, this is it. This is the line of construction limit. And it looks like we're going to have some parking area all the way to the corner here. So there's going to be a huge parking lot in the front of the building. Maybe some, you know, greenery, planters, shrubs, trees, whatever. Make it look pretty. But it's going to be a lot of asphalt. And I think on the east side of the third building is going to be a lot of docks. No, those are going to be in the middle, because there's this big driveway through the middle, and there's also a smaller driveway. It widens to, I'm going to guess, about 25 feet, because the third building is notched. It starts out at 300-foot width and then goes down to 275-foot width for about 2,180 feet, and then it goes back out to 300 feet of width. So there's at least 25 feet, right? Just from the math. Plus, I didn't do the measurement, but I'm sure there's probably maybe 50 feet or so between these two buildings. You know, at the notched area, maybe a little bit less where they're not notched. Please chime in, and if you are an expert, David Miller and everyone else, yeah, let's all be the community brain here and put it all together collectively as a group. That's the power of the community. It's pretty awesome. So that's pretty much, I think, it for now. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Please comment below, and let's get the ideas going on details. All right, the flight video today will be coming, but it will be a late one. All right, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the video.